Most guitars are for one song. That's why we switch so much, you know. This is Edge's signature model Fender The Edge Strat. He loves this model. There's 4 of these in the show. 52 years I've been doing this, since I was 17. And I can't think of another guitarist that I would go do this with. And I love it when he and I are clicking, you know, boom, and the guitar is in tune, and he's doing his sounds, and I'm getting the next guitar ready. I absolutely love that. The opening song, Zoo Station. It's a 70s, great old instrument. He loves this guitar. Only now, since Zoo, he's improved the sound even more. You know, he's improved that like incredible, and it took days. I mean, just a guitar tech getting to represent this guitar and these sounds. And then, again, the chorus sound. You hear it? That was a sound back in those days, and now it's a magnificent sound. It's rough because he wears a headset, right? So he's hot all the time. In the old days, if he had a problem, or if things were good, he could just say off the microphone, you know, do this or do that, please, you know? And now he can't. He's hot, so he can't tell me if there's a problem, so you don't find out till about the encore. I've never heard him sing this much. Maybe he had, but all the years I've been with him. This new emphasis of harmonizing with Bono and pressing his buttons up there for his different guitar sounds. It's a very talented artist that can do all this, man. Yeah. So this is his 1967 Rickenbacker 12-string. Mysterious ways, even better than the real thing. It's very unusual that he plays the same guitar on 2 songs. Edge won't stop perfection. One venue, all his sounds are over there, so he can just keep perfecting as he listens back after the shows. And it's amazing that he has that much passion. You know, still, instead of, well, that's what we've had for the last 2 or 3 tours, that sound. He keeps trying to perfect it, and it's just amazing to watch him work, you know, it really is. Plays Atomic City with this 1966 Epiphone Casino, beautiful guitar. I got this for him. This was made famous by the Beatles, you know, Lennon and Harrison. Before it's plugged in, it's got to be acoustically pleasing to him before you plug it in, you know. I mean, it's so cool. So he doesn't rely on the electronics. He doesn't change out electronics. He doesn't have me change out. All these guitars are pretty much the stock electronics. He's not one of those guys like some of my other guitarists that I work for. Let's put a different pickup model in the neck or in the bridge, and let's see what that's. Edge doesn't do that. It works. He loves the sound of it, and that's that. Here's the high end. It's the first tour ever with him that you don't see any amplifiers down here. No amplifiers. Now those used to be so challenging, they'd be so loud on all tours that I had trouble tuning because the volume comes into the hollow body guitars and your tuners are going, what? So he discovered these amp emulation pedals, which he's talked about, and they're consistent and they're just a pedal. And he loves them. And you know, Edge, you wouldn't accept almost. So no amplifiers. So it's kind of cool. If I go out there after a show while I'm turning his stuff off, there's always 6, 8 just people in tears. The people are in tears from seeing the show, and I just go, I know. And it's one of the most wonderful things to experience. They see these people. They're followers of this band, so they've followed the tours, they've seen these songs, they've heard these songs with this band before, not like this place. We are under the stage, on stage right, and this is Edge's bunker. This is Edge's, all of the guitars that he uses in the show, and these are the amplifiers
It's the first time ever in my 40 years of touring that I've had the amplifiers down with me where I'm tuning, and it's really loud. Been with him for 32 years with the band. When they went into streets, especially one of the first shows, the whole stage, I'm underneath with my work case, and it's just going back and forth because back then they didn't have barricades that much in front of the stage, so the crowd would just push, and I'll never. My name's Dallas Schoo, and I started when I was 17 years old in this business. Been doing it over 45 years. I've been with Edge for 33 years now. He lets me help purchase the guitars. During the show, I'm doing all the guitar exchanges. He's using 17 in this show tonight, 17 different guitars. Mostly all vintage, you know. He has quite a few songs with his signature, the Edge Fender Stratocaster. That's this here. This is the guitar he designed 2 years ago with Fender. This is on Iris and Sunday Bloody Sunday. Beautiful guitar. It stays in tune. He chose this DiMarzio pickup. He wanted more mids, fats in the bridge so that his position there is the mids, and the middle pickup is, the bridge and the middle pickup. He pretty much plays on that position. There's 4 different tunings in this show: concert pitch, semitone down, D, C sharp, it's at New Year's Day. Even though you see the same model of a body, a Strat or whatever, a Casino, Les Pauls, many Les Pauls, Rickenbackers, the diversity is for the tuning, and of course what fits the song. I'll show you all the amps. As you can see, there's no amplifiers, no bass rig, nothing on stage, just the drum riser and drums. So the amps have to be from somewhere. So this is Amp Alley. All the amps. Look at that. You don't see this on many tours, this kind of thing. Edge has made all these sounds here. These are all the sounds in these 2 racks, and this controller tells which sounds to come on. That's basically what's going on. It's a different configuration almost every tour, you know, to some degree. He'll have pedals that he'll emphasize for the old songs. Anyway, he wants those available. He'll have pedals from the new album. So, I mean, he decides it all. So this rack has been touring with us for, I think it's his 4th tour. Yeah, he spends a lot of time, even while we're on tour, he'll keep dialing in, you know, on the pedals. He reviews his shows almost every night, which is different than most guitarists, you know, do. It was in '85. I was in a Village studio with a band called Mr. Mister. This guy, Dana Noir, comes down into our studio, Mr. Mister, and he says that he's got a client whose Telecaster's fretting out. Can anybody work on it? I said, okay, I'll take the guitar down, worked on the guitar, and Danny then said, I've got a friend, you know, looking for a new guitar tech. Are you interested? And like 2 days later, Edge called my home. I still have the micro cassette. Called my home and left a message. It's one of the coolest, greatest things that ever happened to me. And within a week, they were on the cover of Time magazine. And I went, wow. So I called this promoter, John Sir was his name, and my friend Bill Graham on the West Coast, because they had promoted so many concerts that I'd been a part of over the years. And both of those guys went, like, do you know who this is? Do you know who this guitarist is? I'm like, kind of, no. Mr. Whoever you're working for, it doesn't matter. These guys are going to be massive and are not doing bad right now. And I went, all right. So I flew over. Dennis Sheen picked me up, and there's these guys in there. Edge had his red bandana, and they started playing. I think it was Bullet, the Blue Sky. And I'm like, holy man, I never heard anything like this. I wanted to be like, yeah, but inside I'm going, I don't know who you are, man, but this is incredible. This is an incredible guitar sound. He saw my interest in it all. He knew his signal path. That was different than other guitarists I've worked with. This fella knew from guitar to that amplifier where his signal was going, and it was that was pretty unique. And then Dennis, on the way there, went, Edge wants you to stay, if you can, if you're interested in joining. And I stayed. And I had to tell my my old employers on this, and I'm going to give the, and we rehearsed for another 3 weeks inside that place, and I got more familiar with his guitars were different too, the Stratocasters, and he had a Les Paul or something, I can't remember, but there weren't this many at all. There was maybe 5 or 6. So this is the actual guitar that Edge has selected for Beautiful Day. I'll try to demonstrate some of the sounds that he's made for that song. But he begins the song, so he hits these harmonics. Right? And the next part that I know of. And then he goes back to, he switches pickups as he. That is fluid as Edge, you know. The big sound is the chorus sound, which Edge is, this is one of the coolest chorus sounds of Edge that ever, if I may. And then the hook sound. And then the middle 8 sound is totally unique in the industry, even to me. Listen to that. There's so many things that are part of that sound. And then the simplicity comes out of that. And that's about the best I can attempt to demonstrate what this great guitarist does. I'm Schoo. I work for the Edge. I've been doing this line of work for almost 38 years, since the early 70s, and I really love what I do still. My involvement with this amazing pedal began, we're on tour, as you know, on our last U2 360 tour, and Edge uses 3 STDs in the show system he has over the many years, and the STD Vintage 3000 is still a big part of his echo sound, you know. And so the big anthems, if you think of the big anthem songs, STD is there. And I began telling myself, I've got to come up with something different. I have bought so many. I bought over 15 of the old STD 3000s over the years. They all were like, we would love to revisit this, to resurrect this unit. They never gave up, you know. I didn't give up either, but they never gave up. Because I knew that I didn't want to go back to those piles of old 3000s, you know. The quality, the consistency of the time clock. The MIDI, he's going to be able to command it. That he can at will open that loop with the STD inside of it and know that, but send it the right times, that he can't just open it and work it out and go back to the unit and have to turn. That this unit he can command, you know. Function of the waveform, instead of it being a fader, now we have a value. That's a big feature for me. The attenuation is still, it's emulated, you know. There's many STD songs in the past U2 tours that he has me bypass the unit because he loves the warmth, the tonality. This pedal also still has that warmth. Looking after him, I don't go anywhere without an STD, and he has an electric guitar. This allows him to have his sound, you know, and more. It's just an amazing sounding pedal.
Edge really dials in each guitar and for that song. Other guitarists that I work for and tour with, they'll use maybe 3 guitars in a show, 4 guitars. He's using right now 12 guitars in the show, and they're song specific. And so when Bono calls something improv, which he does, you know, it's how they do it, then you have to really think what guitar might be the one that Edge will use, even though we haven't discussed this song, or he doesn't have the guitar on right now that was used on the record for that song.
That's 220 volts. So we have voltage stabilizers, everything is conditioned, everything is isolated, everything is stabilized. And this is Dallas Schoo.
Hey, you guys, how are you?
A hippie from Lexington.
Easy, easy.
Dead center is Bono. Bono's gonna have black jacket, black shades.
We're on stage. Can you believe this? It's awesome. This is a great perspective. Come here and take a look. Come here. Take a look around. This is it. This is the heart of the heart of the stage. And this is the perspective that we're taking in with Dallas, who is the Edge's right-hand man. Well, how did you get this job?
The Edge called me at my home, and I still have the message. And it is one of the greatest messages you will ever.
What do you say?
This is the Edge from U2. Would like you to consider working with our band. Right then they were on the cover of Time magazine, so I went, you know, I'm gonna go with this. In this tour, he's playing 15 guitars.
Well, let's take a walk over here and we'll check out what's in a rather unique part of the underground here. Now, you were going to show me Edge's first guitar.
This is a 1976 Explorer, it's called, and Edge told me that he got this when he was quite young, like 18 years old. When he joined the band, he had this guitar, and this has made so many. I Will Follow, This Is a Beautiful Day. It means a lot to him, this guitar.